So do you ever feel like in life, no matter what you do, no matter how you try and improve yourself, something always goes wrong? Somebody lets you down, or you don't get a decision that goes your way, and you just feel like, I was just born with bad luck. Other people can be successful, other people can be happy, but with me, it always goes wrong. Because I had that same attitude for years, and I didn't realise just how much that was holding me back. So today, I want to share with you the very thing that I learned that changed everything for me. So let's get into it. So, where do I start? Well, I'm going to start by sharing a little story. I want you to imagine that you've had this dream your whole life, that you really want to appear on telly. And suddenly one day you get this opportunity to go and audition for an advertisement that's going to be screened on TV. And it's a big major company, and you've told all your friends and family, you go, oh my God, I might be on this TV thing, and it's going to be shown across the country, and I can't believe it, right? So you're all excited, and it's the night before the audition, right? And you've got to travel, it's about 3 or 4 hours away by train. So you know you've got to be up at 6, your train leaves at 7, the audition starts at 3, so you've got no time to spare, right? So you think, right, no problem. So you sit down that night, you're a little bit anxious, you're like, oh God, I can't wait. Need to do something to take my mind off it. So you order a takeaway. You thought, I'll have a nice little night, eating my takeaway, and I'll binge watch something on Netflix. You get into this series, your takeaway comes, you're chilling. You're going, right, perfect, I can't wait for tomorrow. And you get into this series, right? And you know what it's like when you start binge watching something, you're going, oh, I'll just watch one more. I'll just watch one more. And suddenly, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, you're going, right, I'll watch one more and that's my last. I've got this audition tomorrow. So you do. So you watch one last one and then you fall asleep. Next morning, you wake up and you're late. You've overslept. But not only are you late, but your stomach's off as well. Not just because of the anxiety, but you've got IBS. And you knew really if you'd ordered that takeaway, there's a chance it might trigger your IBS. But you go, no problem, running around, let's just get there, let's just get there. So you phone a taxi and you're sat waiting for the taxi. And the taxi seems to be taking forever. And you go, oh my God, how long is this taxi going to take? Finally, the taxi turns up. You jump in it, go into the station, you look at your watch, you're going, I can't believe this, we're not going to make it, we're not going to make it. You get to the station and you've missed your train. Can't believe it. What are you going to do? So you speak to the guy at the train station, say, oh, I need to get to this place, what time's the next train? Next train's been cancelled. There isn't another train now for 2 hours, which means you ain't going to make it to the audition on time. You stand there devastated. This dream, this idea that you've had your whole life and you told everybody about has just been gone. And you can't believe it, right? Because the taxi turned up late. The taxi'd have been quicker, you'd have got here on time. If that train hadn't been cancelled, you'd been able to go, it's just my luck, right? It's just my luck that the train gets cancelled. It's just my luck that the taxi didn't turn up on time. It's just, this stuff happens to me all the time. It's all right for other people, but not for me. But is it? Is that really what happened? What if you'd have gone to bed earlier? What if you hadn't have binge watched that series like you did? What if you didn't order that takeaway and set your IBS off? What if you didn't do any of that and you woke up on time and you weren't late? So it didn't matter that the taxi took 10 minutes to get to you. You got to the station on time. You got on that train. You made it to your audition. You see, it's easy for us to blame other things. It's his fault or it's her fault. It's not my fault. Taxi was late. Train got cancelled. Nothing to do with me. It's like waking up late for work, trying to get to the office on time, and every traffic light seems to be on red. It's your fault because you got up late. It's nobody else's fault. It's not the universe working against you. It's your fault. Now listen, things do happen in life that's beyond our control. We do get bad luck. Of course we do. That's the nature of life. But what we don't do is control the controllables. That's something I learned many years ago. And that's what changed everything for me. So what do I mean by controlling the controllables? Well, let's take that story as an example. What was in control for that person? Going to bed on time, not staying up binge watching all night, not ordering a takeaway and upsetting their stomach. And if they'd have done that, that train getting cancelled, that taxi being 10 minutes late or whatever, wouldn't have mattered. Because you done your part of the bargain, you got up on time, You gave yourself every chance of success, and that's what it's all about. Giving yourself the best possible chance. Yes, sometimes we're reliant on other things that are outside of our control. If you go for a job, you're reliant on that person liking you enough, thinking you're a good fit, and offering you the job. Same with a relationship. If you're asking somebody out, you've got to hope they like you. You've got to hope sometimes that the weather's nice. But also, you have to control your part of the bargain. If you do that, you give yourself a much higher chance of having success. And once I learnt this years ago, I was able to change things. I was able to look and go, okay, so what is the things in my control? You know, I suffer from depression, from anxiety. I used to be terrible after heartbreak and breakups. I used to go down a rabbit hole and be, oh God, my life's terrible. But what was I doing during those moments? I was staying up late. I was eating shit. I wasn't going out. I wasn't getting any fresh air. I wasn't looking after myself. And then I was sitting there saying, my life's terrible. I just have the worst luck in the world. Nothing ever goes right for me. Well, what was I doing in those moments to make things go right for me? Nothing. It was just easier to blame the world and everybody in it. But I realised that, and I realised, okay, I've got to do my side of the bargain here. I'm going to start looking after myself. I'm going to start eating right. I'm going to start getting enough sleep, drinking enough water. I'm going to start going out again and seeing my friends. I'm going to start getting out in fresh air and working out. If I do all those things, I've got a much greater chance of life being good. Do I still have bad moments? Of course I do. Do I still have bad luck? Of course I do. But not as much as I did, because I'm not looking to blame people anymore. I'm taking responsibility and I'm giving myself the best possible opportunity. That is what controlling the controllables is all about. If you're thinking of changing your life, if you want to become as successful as you can in whatever area, whether it's just generally being happy or building a business or finding the best relationship or whatever, you need to work out what are the things that are in your control. That's going to give you the best possible chance of success. So rather than doing nothing and blaming the world, what can you do about it? What are your controllables that you can control? Put a list down and go, okay, these are the things in my control. These are the things that, providing I show up every day and do these, they give me the best possible chance of success, whatever that success is. And then do them consistently every day. Take that responsibility on yourself. And if you do that, if you get more consistent at controlling your controllables, I promise you, life will start to change. Things will start to happen because you're giving yourself the best possible chance. Stop giving yourself excuses and give yourself opportunity. It'll change your life. Right. Nice one for watching. I'm off out for a walk and I'll see you in the next one. Laters.